Right then, issue number 64, and I am really pleased because we have a special character now. That is, a special character. See, the thing is, we've had named characters, so we've actually had named characters like Zandia's Truth Seekers, and they're great and all, and they have some upped skills, but what they tend to be is a unit of named characters. I think they tend to come from Warhammer Underworld, so they're just kind of being used within Stormbringer to add a bit of variety. Whereas this is a special character, and it's a special character because there is no other way to put it. It is the Loon King himself. Ooh, I've got too much shine on my light there. So, Scrag Grot the Loon King. Things like a special character were always so exciting to get hold of. I just loved getting hold of them. They just made me so happy when I was younger, and I still get that feeling about a named character even now, partly because you can usually pick up a book and read specifically about them, so it does it really does sort of inspire you to paint and play. Now, what we're going to look at in this is although it's Scraggrot who's the guy here, what we've actually got here is this about Gobsprak, the Mouth of Mork, who looks like a Cruel Boy special character. And by the way, I just love that vulture. That vulture is cool. It's not obviously not called a vulture, is it? It's going to be called something else, but it is just brilliantly oversized, that. So, of course, he's going to be a special character. So he's the Mouth of Mork, it says there. So I'm just trying to think if there is a Mouth of Gork, so to speak. And let me have a look here. So, and you know, you would kind of think that there would be specific lore here about the Loon King, but doesn't seem to be there. There's a bit about the Realm of Fire and the history of the Realm of Fire, and yeah, it's just, it's not that I'm it's not that I'm unhappy, so to speak, that there's lore about this guy, but it just seems out of place, doesn't it? Like, why is this lore not about the Loon King? Anyway, I can work that out later. So we do have some good stuff, though, obviously, about Scraggrot the Loon King. Scraggrot. And, you know, just basically what his motivations are for joining your warband and so on. He's got quite a nice ostentatious crown as well, and he's got, like, a couple of squigs with him as well, which is always important. How to build him. A glued model, not a push fit model. You can tell that's in a lot of ways how you know he's a special character and not from one of the games like Underworld, because like things like Zandia's Truth Seekers, they're push fits. How to paint him up, as always, which we would expect. And then let's have a look. There's quite a big guide on how to paint this guy up, but then he needs it. There's a lot of stuff going on with him, and it talks about kind of how to get layers, right down to even on how to layer his teeth properly. Okay, and his war scroll looks very weighty. There's quite a lot to that war scroll. Some very deep information about it. So what's he got? He's got things like he's a war master, he's a wizard. Again, wizards, you would kind of expect a Gloomspite Git leader to be a wizard. It's not always the case like Loon bosses, but it's good when a super powerful grot is a wizard. And he's a tall grot by the look of it as well, compared to other grots. What else have we got here? In fact, size-wise, if you look at him, I wouldn't be surprised if when I put him next to a Cruel Boy, he's about the same size as a Cruel Boy. He's got the Babbling Wand. He's got Damoon on a stick. He's got his crown. He's got a couple of additional special rules. Like I said, it's just like His squigs, though, don't seem to actually have any characteristics. It's just more along the lines of they're there to hold his cloak. Okay, and then Flame and Fury Badloon Rising. Now, again, that the Badloon Rising, I'm pretty certain that's a name of a book about a grot who gains shaming capabilities and then takes over a set of tribes in his area. And he actually starts calling himself the Loon King. I'd love to see if in the future that book plans out with a war between Skraggot and, I forgot the grot's name in Badloon Rising now. Okay, let's have a look what we've got then. Yep, so we've got the battle plans and we've got parts of those. Right, let's then have a look at Linking himself. So the actual kit isn't a huge one again, and it's got quite a lot of, it's not, well actually it doesn't, this is a positive thing, it's not overly complex, so it should be quite an easy build by the look of it. It does have some nice features. I do like those little squigs that are going to hold his cloak. If you look at the kind of the body, he's about the size of a Cruel Boy, I would say, if you look at him. And he does have some nice features. You can see his like kind of what looks like his shaman stick, but he's also got what looks like a little wand over here. He's got his crown on his head as well. Let's have a look. So that's kind of, so he's got the typical Gloomspike cap, but it's also got a nice crown to show how important he is. His base is a little bit more sized up to take account for the flowing robe and the squigs trailing behind it and lifting it up. It's suitably decorated with like little mushrooms sprouting in weird places, as we would expect. So there we go, that's issue number 64, and we have a Loon King, which is really cool. So thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.